Yep, I kept these toys because they're the best toys ever. Honestly, they're my life. Kinda like Andy. But except I'm not gonna throw them away.
We're busting out of here.
Woody's no ordinary toy. He's brave.
We gotta get you home before Andy leaves tomorrow!
But the thing that makes Woody special is he'll never give up on you. Ever.
Hello?
You and your friends ain't ever getting out of here.
And what's important now is we stay together.
They'll never make it!
Where's Potato Head?
You would not believe what I've been through tonight.
So guys, Incredibles 2 is coming out tomorrow. I gotta get all these Pixar reviews done. I only got like 3 more to go. Now let's review the third installment in the Toy Story franchise. Did 3 or 5? Third installment in the Toy Story franchise, and probably possibly my favorite out of the trilogy. Yeah, I held it throughout Toy Story 1 and 2. I said Toy Story 1 is one of my favorite childhood movies. Toy Story 2 is one of the best Pixar sequels. But Toy Story 3 is definitely the best Toy Story in general. What this movie's about is, you know, Prospector in Toy Story 2 is that he's saying, like, Andy might grow up and he'll forget about you, and Woody, of course, disagrees in Toy Story 2. What if that actually happens? And that did happen. In Toy Story 3, Andy is all grown up, he's going to college, and the toys feel a bit left out with him. Until the mistake that's happening when Andy was supposed to put the toys in the attic because he put them in trash bags, and Andy's mom does mistake in the toys that is trash. That makes them go to daycare. And when they found out that toys went to daycare, daycare wasn't really as what they thought it would be. It's kind of like a prison for toys. So basically they had to find a way to escape the daycare. Now basically, I really think Toy Story 3 is my favorite Toy Story in the entire trilogy. But let's talk about that later. Let's talk about my experience with Toy Story 3. This is actually the very first movie that I ever saw in 3D. Not even joking. I haven't been to a cinema since I watched Hoodwinks 2006. Yes, I haven't been in the cinemas since 2006. But now back in 2010 when I discovered Hoyt Cinemas, one of my favorite places in the whole wide world, I watched Toy Story 3, first time ever in 3D. And honestly, it's one of the best theater experiences I've ever gotten in my life. I wish I can talk about that this entire video, talking about how pleasant the 3D was in this movie back in 2010. But I rewatched Toy Story 3, so let's just review the movie because I think I could make a separate video of that, but I already kind of explained it, so I don't really need to now. But Toy Story 3 is definitely my favorite Toy Story movie out of the trilogy, and nearly one of my favorite Pixar films in general. This film was really fantastic, and I think this movie is the only Pixar film that doesn't really have flaws. I don't even have one single flaw with this movie. I watched this movie, like, just yesterday, just to review this movie. Literally, Toy Story 3 is a great prison escape film for toys. It's kind of like Shawshank Redemption for kids. Yeah, like, that's what basically what it is. The biggest positive I can give to Toy Story 3 is that this movie does have more heart than the first 2 movies. This movie has more of like a coming home movie than the first movie. It has more of like heart and emotion, especially the backstories of the villains of the film. Let's talk about Lotso. Now Lotso to me is one of my favorite villains in a Pixar film. Here's why. He has a very tragic backstory, which makes his heart translate to becoming a villain. Lotso is a great villain. When you first introduce him, you're like, oh, okay, he's a really humble gentleman. But no, when you find out that he does translate Buzz into a villain, yeah, you can tell he's a villain. And he's really good at that. He's very smart as a villain. And he's actually a really good voice actor as well. I don't know who the voice actor is. Whoever voice actor is Lotso, he did a pretty good job. Also, Woody and Buzz still had the best chemistry on screen. And in this movie, they have more heart-to-heart with one another. And I really loved in the first 2 Toy Story movies their chemistry, but this movie I think they handled the chemistry a lot more better because you can tell they trust each other, they're buddies, and they know what they're doing. Even the other toys as well, like Jessie was really great, Bullseye and Mr. Potato Head and all that stuff. Like all the toys, none of the toys are annoying, none of them, not even one, not even Barbie. And Barbie was actually a pretty interesting character as well. But I really like Ken, played by Michael Keaton. I actually forgot Michael Keaton voice acted Ken. Really great voice actor right there. But what I really like about Toy Story 3 is that it is a prison escape movie. And I liked how it's handled. Like, it's handled, like, very well. And you can see that daycare is very dark for toys. Because, you know what Woody says in the movie? It's a sad, lonely place for washed-up old toys who don't have owners. Woody was absolutely right throughout the whole entire film. It is fantastic handled. I love the prison escape elements. This movie is actually really funny as well. There's a lot of parts with Mr. Potato Head. He has to transfer his body parts to, like, one of it is like a burrito bread thing or whatever. That scene always made me laugh. Mr. Potato Head, you are funny. And just rip the voice actor, I forgot his name, but he recently just passed away and It's pretty sad. So what's going to happen in Toy Story 4? Who's going to voice Mr. Potato Head? And speaking of Toy Story 4, there are rumors that they're delaying the dates because of the script writing. And yeah, Toy Story 4 might be the hardest. But to me, I'm thinking, why would they make Toy Story 4? Because I think Toy Story 3 to me is a pretty good conclusion to the trilogy, you know what I mean? It's like they're going to make a Shrek 5. But Shrek Forever After at least like handles the final chapter and we're not going to see Shrek again. Toy Story 4, I don't mind them making it. I'm really excited for it, but to me, Toy Story 3 should have just ended there. Because Toy Story 3 has one of the most emotional conclusions and one of the greatest conclusions to the entire franchise. Where Andy has to send the toys to another owner because he's moving on. And it's a really sad ending, but it's a really happy sad ending, you know what I mean? Literally, this is one of these endings when I rewatched it, I actually cried. Especially at the very end when we see the clouds, you know the clouds with the wallpaper in his bedroom? That is a great conclusion to the trilogy right there. So I'm thinking, did I really need to make Toy Story 4? But anyway, I have no flaws with Toy Story 3 overall. Toy Story 3, like, come on. Whoever hates Toy Story 3 gets a little punch in the face, like, honestly. Toy Story 3 is one of my favorite Pixar films of all time, with The Incredibles, definitely, and one of the best third installments in the trilogy, and to me, one of the best animated films since The Lion King. I'm gonna give Toy Story 3, definitely, an A+. So guys, next we are finally going to review Cars 2. So guys, let me know down below if you have seen Toy Story 3. Do you like the movie or hate the movie? Just let me know in the comments below. If you hate it, make sure to subscribe to my channel and have a nice day.